What is spirituality? Science has defined spirituality as the search for a consistent connection with the sacred. It is a character strength to believe that there is a dimension of life beyond human comprehension. It can also be experienced in the forgiveness of a child, a humble moment between a leader and a subordinate, an awe-inspiring sunset, a profound experience during meditation or a religious service, or the self-sacrificing kindness of a stranger. It is believed that virtue and goodness connect with the divinity. It is believed to be the search for a connection with something greater than ourselves. All cultures believe that there must be an ultimate and transcendent force. Theosophists believe that this force is the source of all life, and that all life is created through theoisis or theosophy. Health and well-being. 140 spiritual individuals report greater social support, and 141 experience greater meaning in life, strength, and inner peace. There is a correlation between spirituality and mental well-being in both healthy people and those with physical illnesses or psychological disorders. It also appears that an agreeable positive temperament or a tendency toward sociability, which correlates with spirituality, might actually be the key psychological features that predispose people to subsequently adopt a spiritual orientation, and that these characteristics do not contribute to a spiritual consciousness. Both supporters and opponents agree that past statistical findings are difficult to interpret, in large part because of the ongoing disagreement over how spirituality should be defined and measured. Signs of spirituality. Not everyone experiences spirituality in the same way, or expresses it differently. Some people may seek spiritual experiences in every aspect of their lives, while others may be more likely to have these feelings under specific conditions, or in certain places. Sometimes it is the belief in a higher power, or a religious practice. It may involve a sense of connection to a higher state, or a sense of interconnectedness with the rest of humanity and nature. Some signs of spirituality can include asking deep questions about topics such as death or suffering, the pursuit of happiness beyond the material possessions or other external rewards. A reductionist paradigm of our times. It is a reductionist paradigm of science that has been adopted by the medical and psychological sciences based on an atomic and materialistic view of reality. Within the current paradigm, yoga and meditation would be best seen as exercises of body and mind, enabling stress management and changing brain chemical and neurotransmitter structures. Our spirituality should be able to improve our mental health. A departure from the dominant paradigm is needed to appreciate the full range and potential of spiritual transformations. Training and sensibilization toward spirituality should be included in academic programs on mental health. It is a movement away from a reductionist paradigm of our times and a movement toward a more holistic view of the world. How to practice spirituality. Research shows that some spiritual stress relief strategies have been helpful to many people regardless of their religion. It is important to help others and open your heart. Start your gratitude journal and record what you are grateful for every day. By becoming more conscious, you can become more aware of the present and more appreciative of it. By being more mindful, you can be less judgmental of yourself and others and focus more on the present moment rather than dwelling on the past or the future. Try spending 10 to 15 minutes each morning engaged in meditation. Impact of spirituality. Research has shown that religion and spirituality can help people cope with stress. One study found that everyday spiritual experiences helped older adults better cope with negative feelings and increase positive feelings. Research shows that older women are more grateful to God than older men, and they receive greater stress-busting health benefits due to this gratitude. This, along with other research, demonstrates that there may be tangible and lasting benefits to maintaining participation in a spiritual community. This involvement and the gratitude that can accompany spirituality can be used to buffer against stress and improve physical health. Devise to a higher power or God can translate into a decrease in stress, reactivity, a greater sense of well-being, and even a decreased fear of death. Young and old alike can rely on prayer. Schizophrenia. Spiritual orientation helps people with chronic schizophrenia in the reconstruction of a sense of self and recovery. It has been found that schizophrenic patients find hope and comfort in spiritual practices. Some transpersonal therapists tend to view psychosis as an attempt by the psyche to enter new realms of consciousness. The person experiences psychic death, regression toward his beginnings, and feels chosen for a special mission to save mankind in this process. When the individual returns to ordinary consciousness, it becomes apparent that this entire process has occurred inside the person rather than in the external reality. Spiritual but not religious. Throughout the 20th century, the distinction between religious and spirituality became more common in the popular mind with the rise of secularism and the advent of the New Age movement. The term spiritual is now commonly used in contexts in which the term religious was formerly employed. It has been criticized by both theists and the atheists. Do spiritual experiences affect the brain? It means different things to different people. There are some who believe in God and participate in primarily organized religion. It's about non-religious experiences that help people get in touch with their spiritual selves through quiet reflection, time in nature, private prayer, yoga, or meditation. Do spiritual experiences affect the brain? Studies show that the brain may react in similar ways to various spiritual experiences. It is possible that during spiritual experiences, people lose their sense of self. Many people identify as being spiritual but not religious. Even as religious affiliation decreases, a sense of spiritual identification could remain strong and even increase. Anxiety and frustration. Women with cancer, people recovering from injury, and people with heart problems are some of the groups that have reduced levels of anxiety associated with spiritual activity. A study found that women with anxiety disorders who took yin yoga training had significant improvements in their mental health. Another study found that praksha yoga was very effective in reducing the levels of frustration and aggression that occur in prisons. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe, like, and share.